Alright boys, let's get it started. Welcome to my playthrough of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. I hope all of the sound is okay. I haven't really tested it out too much, but we'll go with it. Basically, a little background of the game. In the first XCOM, we were tasked to... There was aliens invaded. We were trying to get the aliens off the planet. At the end of the game, this game, XCOM 2, assumes that you lost. So the aliens have taken over, and I am leading a resistance force against the aliens. Basically. The aliens in the first one, like, spliced DNA together to make, you know, different kind of aliens from different planets, all joined together into this super massive army that we fought in the first one. And again, like I said, assumed that you lost. So that brings us here. Just some resistance fighters coming together to try to take back the planet. Everyone else has basically been brainwashed to think that these aliens are the saviors and it's all for the better. As you'll see throughout the game, there's a lot of propaganda and stuff like that. But that's the basic storyline. So let me jump in. I'll try to explain things about the game as we go, because I know you guys don't know what's going on. So let me start a new game. I'm going to do just a veteran. I think we'll probably still lose people, even though I'm just doing the veteran. I'm not that great at it. Tutorial I don't need. Reduce beginner VO, yes. I don't want to do any of that differently. Start without Iron Man, just in case something messes up. I can reload rather than losing the whole thing. So I'm going to do that. Enable lost and abandoned, yes. I don't want to integrate it. I want to do it by my own. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the beginning video is going to play first. This might be a little bit longer episode than usual because I'm explaining things and they got the beginning videos and stuff. But here we go.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. And we're telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please.
No need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say? You're one of those. You must understand. I had no choice. Outrider. Report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior of time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Trap gate crasher.
60 seconds.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
It's time the aliens and the rest of the Advent administration learn
Okay,
where it hurts.
so basically, there's a lot of things I didn't go over, but Advent is the group of aliens that's taken over, led by the leaders called Elders. And I guess it's been 20 years since they've taken over. And that was like a little 20-year whatever gala that we just stopped. The guy in the green goo is the commander, me, that was taken control or taken over by Advent after they lost the war the first time. So they just rescued me, and now we're sending like a message to sabotage this monument for this mission. I don't think that's Sam, but that's definitely Randy. The first 4 people we get are random, and then they're random throughout the game, and you just basically get who you get. Everyone should show up at some point, though. I think that's basically it. What else is there? The Reapers you'll learn. That was the one lady with the mask on. They're new to this expansion.
We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position. We're in concealment.
So, basically, it's this view, top down, like a 3/4 view. Every mission's like this. Then there's like the other parts of like a big map that you can build your base, and you'll see the base and all that stuff later. So I'll just explain it as we go. But you start off in most missions in concealment, so the bad guys can't see you. These little red squares are where they can see. Every person generally has 2 action points indicated here and here per turn. All of our guys go, then all of their guys go, and that's the basic gameplay. You can, until you get more specialized, you start off with just basic attacks. Overwatch, which means like you set it at the end of your turn, and if somebody, a bad guy, goes in your line of sight, you automatically shoot at him. There you go. Fire on the first enemy that moves within your line of sight, but only if revealed. and then we each start with a grenade that we can toss. So right now we're in concealment, so I'm gonna move ahead. There's two types of cover indicated here. The one on the left is full cover. The one on the right's half cover. One on the full cover basically gives like a 20% chance to hit you, where full cover gives you, or sorry, half cover gives you like a 50% chance to hit you. So you always want to try to get into full cover and have the full cover between you and the enemy. This game is very unforgiving, and I mean, we won't lose anybody this mission, I doubt, but it's very unforgiving. So let's move up and see what we got.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
3 randoms, and then Randy started us off. So that's our first group.
The bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
So these are all Advent troopers. Basically, the regular soldiers in the army, and then it gets way more specialized as you go along. These guys just have guns, and I think they may have grenades. I'm not sure. Where I am, I can see them, and it's indicated by these red heads. So that means I can see 3 of them. I can take a shot now at 71%, 71%, or 71%, but I'm going to try to ambush them a little bit better. So let me see if I can. I can't get full cover, but they shouldn't move enough so where they can spot me. But just in case, I'm going to keep him there. Have Randy move up.
Roger that.
Adam Malinowski move up.
Heading there now.
And this dude, Maximilian Newman, move up.
Schon unterwegs.
I'm going to overwatch everybody.
Roger. Got my eyes on it. Roger.
So if we do get revealed, we'll automatically take shots at them. But it looks like they didn't move. So I'm going to attempt to get close enough where all 4 guys can have shots. If I move here, I can still see him. So I'm going to move Randy there. This dude's going to move up here.
On the move.
Oh, can I throw a grenade? Grenade would only hit one of them, so I don't want to necessarily do that. Move this dude up
Moving on target.
and move Max up.
Rücke zur Zielposition vor.
I don't have a time limit on this, so I'm going to take my time
On Overwatch.
to make sure this first one goes well. So they didn't move. I think I'm going to try to get the kills with Randy first. So let me move him up here.
Moving out.
This will allow me to kill 2 of them right off the bat. So if I set him to Overwatch, I'll have 2 people left in case this dude doesn't hit that guy, and to clean up. Let's see how it goes. So Randy's gonna toss this grenade. If I put it here, it's gonna blow up the cover and the 2 guys. 100% kills.
Grenade out. They're toast. We're spotted.
So he's promoted. They saw me, so he's gonna take action to try to find a hiding spot. That's the Overwatch. And I hit him, so he's dead. So all 3 are down.
No longer a threat.
So I have 2 guys left to move, but I really don't want to reveal another group because then they'll have a chance to move. So I'm going to move him up.
Okay.
He's going to hang out.
Überwachung läuft.
I'm going to move up here,
Affirmative.
and he's going to hang out. Okay.
Menace 1-5. You're near the target position.
My objectives are to kill all the bad guys, neutralize all enemy targets, and plant X4 charges on the monuments like C4.
On Overwatch.
So I got to move up there to be able to do that. Now, I think I could. Let me get system real quick. How do I zoom out? Zoom out. Zoom out. Camera, zoom, out, G and T. G and T, G and T. Alright, so obviously I can't see everything in this darkness over here. So as I move forward, there's going to be more people. And if they catch me off guard, they're going to have a chance to potentially act without me acting first, which could be bad because they could kill somebody really easily. So I'm going to try to get high ground up here without revealing anybody. So I'm going to move here.
Befehl bestätigt.
Zoom back in a little bit. And I think I'm going to chill. No, I'm not. This guy's going to move here. Still nobody, which is fine. Here.
Heading there now.
So I usually wouldn't have him sit in the open like that, but I'm not going to see anybody this turn. Alright, so this dude, I want you to move to the corner.
Affirmative, moving out.
Alright, didn't see anybody good. So I can set up. Have you move to the corner. I'm gonna have you move. It's not really any good cover. Chill there for a minute. And there.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch. Scanning in each.
Sometimes they patrol around, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Let's have this dude. Now these guys are up high, so it'll give me a percentage boost when I actually shoot. Move this dude up. All right, there's the next group.
The officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or a stricter mind control.
Alright, so as you can see, this dude has 6 health. The other two dudes got 3 health. This guy can hit me for 3 to 4 damage, which potentially could kill me right off the bat. And he's got 75 aim, where the other two got 65 aim. And he can move 12 spaces, they can move 12 spaces. So, Randy doesn't have a grenade left. He's already got a kill. This is full cover.
Roger that.
Let's see if I can get a decent 53 ain't shit. 53, 50. Let me see what else I got here. 72%, 71%, 49%. 72%, I mean 71%. I gotta take that. Alright, so I got him, he's down. I may throw a grenade at this guy, which does 3 to 4 damage. And then I can shoot him with the other guy. So 50-50. This dude 72%. If I miss, it's very likely somebody could die. Or I can run closer and throw a grenade at him and definitely hit him. Let's do that.
Headed there now.
Shit. So he's dead.
Take this.
20% chance I ain't gonna cut it. So let's do an Overwatch and just see what happens.
Covering out.
you gonna move? Nope. So took a shot at my guy, which is not ideal. Obviously. Who has a grenade still? He does. I could probably hit him with the grenade from here.
On to those kids.
And I can. But he already has promotion, promotion, promotion. Oh, they all got promotions. Alright, whatever. That's fine then. Let's grenade and then get it over with. That should hit him, at least.
Area is secure.
Everybody's dead.
We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. -1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Plant the charges. And that's the mission.
-1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
So basically we just sent a message to him like, hey, we're still here and we're coming for you. So we got 6 enemies killed, soldiers wounded 1, so it doesn't get a flawless rating. Flawless would give us a bonus, which is nice. This shows us sort of the extra stats, how many times they moved, how many people they killed, different stuff like awards that they got. Like for Randy got, no, that's not him. Randy got sneakiest, moved furthest while in concealment, most exposed, kill stealer, overqualified. And then our MVP was this Max dude. I'll create photos for them so that their heads pop up when I use them, but hopefully we can start using more people that we actually know. Usually each
Even now, our enemy lurks in the shadows, plotting to destroy all we have built, to return us to the chaos of the old world. Only together can we oppose them. United in the Elders' love for us, we shall prevail, no matter the cost.
So that dude or somebody like him, he's the speaker. He's like the spokesperson for the Advent, but they always give like some kind of bullshit propaganda stuff after the mission. Try to discourage you and encourage the citizens of Earth.
I wondered how the new gear would hold up, Commander. Looks to me like it's working out just fine.
So that was Shen. She's our engineer. Let me get everybody promoted. And I'll show you what that's like.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
So Randy was supposed to be a grenadier. Clearly that didn't work. He became a sharpshooter. So I might be able to change that off screen to put him as a grenadier. So we'll see if I can do that or not. Basically, a sharpshooter, as it said, is just like a long range or short range. You can go down the gunslinger tree, which is all short range stuff with your pistol, or sniper stuff, which is all long range stuff with your rifle. No matter what you learn squad sight, basically if anybody can see the bad guy, you can see the bad guy. So you can take shots with your pit or a rifle from a long ways away. This screen is all locked until you get the different ranks. So he just became a squaddy because he got to kill the first mission, and every time you get kills you earn extra experience until you become, corporal, sergeant, and so on and so forth. Over here, obviously health, how far they can move, what their aim is. Will is like your mindset, and every mission it goes down a little bit, then it has to build back up on the days that you're off. So you can't just, if somebody has a low enough will, they can't go out on the next mission. So it forces you to use other people and not just bring your A squad all the time. Soldier bond. Basically, if the soldiers are used in a mission together, they can form a bond, and then when they become like paired, they get additional abilities. Usually just like extra action points and stuff like that. Combat intelligence. It affects the rate of getting a ability point gains, which we'll get into later. And then that's basically it. And these are all the abilities that he would get. So Randy became a sharpshooter, but like I said, I think we could change that. This dude, Johansson.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
So that guy's a grenadier. He automatically learns the ability to use a grenade launcher to fire grenades rather than throwing them, which makes it go farther, and they have a bigger explosion range. That's what he got. So he started off with that. He has above average intelligence, which is nice, but it's not the best. So this dude got hit, and he's wounded for 12 days. So that means I can't use him for the next 12 days, which you'll see the days pass in a minute.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
So he's automatically a specialist. He gets aid protocol. Basically, the little flying machine was called a gremlin, and you can have it move to a friendly unit and get him a defensive bonus until the end of the next turn, or to the start of the next turn. He also starts with hack, which is you can remotely access computers or doors or stuff with the gremlin dude, and his hack percentage is 50% to start with. How many hack points, whatever I guess you'd call it. Oh, so I should say this too. Oh, I can't do it yet. And then this left dude's gonna be a.
Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
So he's a ranger. And his pants are gonna be changed in a minute. They can handle that. It's just not tactically sound. Rangers automatically start with the slash ability. Basically, they can move up to the enemy within melee range and hit him with the sword. They have the assault and also the scout classes. Scout's more like they stay hidden and they can do damage from being hidden. Assault's more like in your face. Action with the sword and shotgun. So I did get a laser sight, which I could attach to a gun, which would give me 5% critical hit chance. And then I got some corpses that are used for research, and also you can use them for to create items later on, like shields and extra grenades and stuff like that. So different corpses give you different stuff.
Commander, having these two soldiers continue to work together has paid off. They know each other well enough at this point that we can have them train as a pair for additional tactical capabilities.
So this is showing you what the bonding is. This Ivar Johansson and Randy can bond together, but I don't want to do that right now because I'd rather bond with somebody who's going to probably go with more often. So I'm not going to do that.
Commander, to the research labs.
So this is the ship that we're in. It's massive. It moves around. How the aliens can't find it, I have no idea, but they don't. Well, I should say that they do. They might sometimes. So, anyways, that's getting ahead of me.
We're all really proud of what we've managed to do here.
Here's the little drop ship we use to go to the missions, and you have different things within the ship. So let me go to research first, so we can get some research going.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
So basically, when they found me in that green tube, they took that. If they got me back to the station, they took that out of the back of my head. It's like a chip. They'll explain what it does later. But so this dude is like the research guy, Tygan. I can get different research things going. They take a certain amount of days, and with the more scientists you have, the faster the things will research. So if it's like 20 days, you get an extra scientist, might be 15 days instead. So you like to have some scientists. I did get that scope thing, laser sight, so I do want to do modular weapons. So I know that will allow me to use the scope on the weapon, or the laser sight on the weapon, so I'm going to research that first. It takes me 3 days to research it.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing.
Next we're going to meet Shen, the engineer.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from your old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
So yeah, her dad was the previous engineer of the previous ship. Didn't have all this fancy stuff, and between the time we got captured and now he's gone. But we'll learn more about him later. So I don't have any current engineers. I don't really have anything in the inventory to see, but I will need to build facilities.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
So only thing that starts off is one empty space. Then I have to use engineers to like dig out all this shit in the other spaces. I think I could build something without an engineer, which I can, and I'm going to start doing the Guerrilla Tactics School, which gives me certain benefits, like tactically. Obviously, Guerrilla Tactics School makes sense.
We'll start work on the new facility right away.
It's going to take 14 days, so might as well get it started now. Items, I don't need any items right now.
Colonies for a few years before linking up with Central, right?
Yes, one of the.
And then lastly, I'm going to go to the bridge where we'll meet Bradford, who's a dude that we saw at the beginning that got hit with the gun in the gut. But he's pretty badass.
Commander, good to
That's
see
Bradford.
you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours. Commander, we're attempting contact with a local resistance faction known as the Reapers. These people like to keep a very low profile, so it may take some time before we hear back. While we're waiting, it might be worthwhile to scan the area for additional supplies and resources. You never know what we may find out there. Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
So basically,
Avenger plotting new course.
the whole Avenger. So this is the third aspect of the game.
The Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
So we got the battle part, we got managing the Avenger part, and then we have like this map overview. Basically, we start in one spot, which is like our home base. In this case, it's South Africa. It's always randomized South Africa, and then we can start making contact with people across the globe and like basically spread our resistance forces out in our reach. To open things up, you have to scan the area for a certain number of days, and that's how time passes. In this instance, to get the distress beacon, we have to scan for 5 days. In that time, before we even get to that, the modular weapons will unlock, and so on and so forth. Every month, we get a supply drop worth money, and that'll be how much money we get on that depends on how many places that we've discovered and got the resistance forces on our side. So, I'm going to go back really quick and view our soldiers to see if we started off with anybody else that's named. So TJ's in, Sam's in, and hopefully we find me and Tyler along the way. Luke is a guy I work with, and other people I don't really know. This is a dude that also plays this game online or on YouTube that I watch. So I'm here, Tyler's here. We can recruit us, but I don't have the money for it right now. So I will do that. That's not what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I'll do that when I get a chance. But right now we can get the money for it. So let's get up to the next time we battle, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to scan. As time passes, things happen. In this case, modular weapons is going to unlock.
You will find our results have exceeded expectations.
So now I can put the weapon upgrades in the weapons. So, and I can also now start researching magnetic weapons, which is like an upgrade overall. So instead of bullets, it's going to shoot mag weapons or whatever. Which upgrades them, a lot. But it also takes 28 days if I don't have any scientists, so I'm not going to do that right now. This one takes 3 days. I use 2 trooper corpses and could make some armor, so I'm going to do that first.
I will send word as soon as we have something of note.
Go back to the bridge, start scanning again. So we did find the distress beacon. We picked up a distress beacon, still broadcasting from somewhere nearby, and deployed a squad directly to investigate the successfully located a number of survivors, one of whom possesses scientific skill and expressed interest in joining XCOM's research teams. XCOM is us. That's our resistance force is called XCOM. Our reward was Dermot McKenzie, who was a scientist.
Thank you for sending additional support.
So we got him, and research time has decreased by 33%. So that 28 days went down to, 21 days? Something like that. We can get some more rookies. Takes 6 days to investigate that. And at this point, there's nothing else on the map to investigate, so we'll be doing that right now. And our next mission should pop here in a second.
Think I could have predicted this outcome.
So you got that finished, that research for hybrid materials, which allows us to make a nanoscale vest and allows us to start doing plated armor research.
During the course of our research, we made a startling breakthrough that has led us to another potential avenue of study.
Basically, random events happen that makes every playthrough a little bit differently. In this case, these technology breakthroughs happen sometimes after you research something and you're finished researching it. In this case, it's a laboratory construction. So a breakthrough means that if we use this to research this breakthrough, the laboratory construction is immediate. Otherwise, it's going to cost how many ever days to build a laboratory. Well, I'm not going to be building a laboratory for a while, so I really want to waste 5 days researching this to build a laboratory that I may never even build. Oh, shit. I mean, it's 5 days. I'll take a chance. Yeah, I'll do it. And if I do build a laboratory, it'll be way faster. I mean, obviously instant. I need an engineer. Start get some shit out of there.
Commander,
All right.
as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
We got a mission, which is a guerrilla ops mission, to go kill some people. As we unlock more things, we get more options. Right now, we don't have any other options, so we have to do this one in South Africa. It's called Operation Knife Steed. We have to neutralize a field commander, which should be okay. Should be easy, and we'll get an engineer for our reward. So when we do that,
Setting course for the South African sector.
I think I'm going to end the video here. It's at 42 minutes. So I'll end it here. Next video, episode, whatever you want to call it, we'll set up our squad. I think that's TJ. We'll set up our squad and do the... hold on, I gotta fix these pants real quick. That's better. Set up the squad and take on the mission. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.